call it acting up actually. Let's call it something else. Let's call it portraying behaviors that she doesn't normally portray. Because everybody has their own version of acting up. For example, certain individuals decided to start a war because they believed something was right, but morally everybody believed it was wrong.
How about acting different?
Acting different, yeah. Acting different, yeah, that's the word. So she starts acting different to her normal line. And my dad called it teenage curiosity. Oh, do you want me to wear the...
It's up to you.
Let's see if I'm
Just because the camera's there, just put it to one side.
Oh, okay. I feel like everybody would know who I am.
In the end, it's just because we're speaking up for cowards. Who are cowards? People who can't speak up for themselves.
Yeah.
And people will be surprised how many people can't speak up for themselves. Yeah.
Okay. I want one eye coming out of it.
I have my right eye closed.
Oh, okay. And then my hat. Should I put it this way?
Mine is still this pretty cheap. So your church colleague who is acting different, define, like, could you be specific if you're about to?
Her norm is being a church girl. Now, being a church girl, what does that mean? Going to choir practice.
Good question. Yeah.
Just generally being a good individual. Like, whatever good is. Being a good, let's say good is in the term good, in how the world sees good.
Decent.
Yes. So she went to university, and she started doing things that were not part of her normal self. They were just different, like we said.
Did I ask if she was passing her studies?
Yes, she was still going through education, which every African parent likes if it comes to marriage anyway. And she's still doing well. But the problem and the issue was the fact that myself personally, if I've not done it, I don't want someone else doing it. And at one point, that's okay. At one point, then it becomes an issue. But it wasn't the fact that she was doing it, it's the fact that it was different from her. And that's what I don't like. I don't like when an individual experiences something new and changes her, especially if it's not for the good, and changes her aura, her mind of thought.
Ambience.
Yeah, just because you're in that situation. That is, to me, very embarrassing. It just shows that you're not your own individual person. And peer pressure is a thing. But at the end of the day, if you want to be individually strong, you have to bypass peer pressure.
And be weird.
Exactly. And bypassing peer pressure is what they'll call people weird for. Because you bypass peer. I've been called weird because I don't drink. Oh, that's weird. I've been called weird because I don't smoke. Oh, that's weird. If I tell them that I've never tried it, that's weird.
It's like you don't play FIFA, you're weird.
You're weird. Oh, that's not normal. That's not normal. You feel it? It's not. It's like you're weird for. No, it's not. Like, for example, drinking now. I don't drink because drinking has no benefits to my life.
No, it doesn't.
And if I drink now with the way I am, it's just going to cause more health issues. You feel me? I don't want those health issues. I'd rather be fat and not drink than be fat, drink, smoke, and I have serious health implications. So it's just better for me the way I am and things like that. And then economically, it takes money out of me, blah blah blah. But nah. So let's leave that out. So now I spoke to my dad about it, and in the past my dad would be like, it's serious. You can't date a girl like that. But then when we were in the car a couple of weeks ago, he was like, it's teenage curiosity. I'm sorry that I don't care if it's
Teenage? We're not teenagers though.
When she did it, she was in the age of 19. So you're under 19.
19, you're closer to young adult
Adults,
than you are to
but
teenage. Yeah.
you feel what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Adults, young adult, teenage curiosity. For me, that should not be a thing, because now if a paedophile touches a child, are we going to call that paedophilic curiosity?
You could say that now. That's the issue with allowing people to do things of feelings.
So
Dangerous, yeah.
it's even this teenage curiosity also could have led her to, thank God it didn't, could have led her to another complete different business. Everything, drug addict, serious alcoholic, liver cirrhosis, fatty liver disease, you know, all the so it's like, my mindset is, if somebody is like that, I'm sorry, imagine we got somewhere else, we're now together, we go somewhere, and I know a situation like this, where a boy was dating a girl, she left for uni, she gets to her university, the boy comes to see her, and the girl is treating the boy very bad, because now she's with all these people, she thinks she's the headhunter, this and that. You understand? So, like,
Game of Thrones.
honestly, it's just like, at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. You're going to, if I come somewhere with you now, you're going to change your attitude to me because you're in a different vicinity.
Should we at least give you a heads up if you need to change your filter? Because I understand people have different filters, but you need to let people know which filter you are on.
But for me, the filter should not change the way you treat somebody.
True.
For example now, if I go to my workplace, I see aunties and uncles. I don't call them by their name. I don't say, oh, auntie so and so. I don't say auntie so and so's first name because we're in work. I don't go, oh, Florence. Or I'll say, and my aunties can attest to this in the hospitals, and my uncles, I say, uncle, auntie. I don't care if I'm in front of a nurse who is not in the same demographic as me. I don't care if I'm your auntie and your uncle, and you deserve the respect. As simple as that. I don't care who I'm in front of, your auntie and uncle. And at the end of the day, I get that. My parents get that. Your son and your daughter are so respectful, because in different vicinities, I'm not going to treat you different just because we're somewhere else. Same way, I'm not going to, just because we're outside, I'm not going to stop calling my dad dad. You understand? I'm going to call him dad because that is my father, regardless.
I'd like to touch on that. Growing up, I'm last child, a lot of elderly cousins used to pull through. So going in, I hardly had mom and dad. I just had uncle, auntie. So I started calling my dad uncle
And auntie.
and telling them, they're like, why are you calling me? I'm like, that's what everyone calls you. So it's just like, I'm just reflecting what is around me. So they take care of other people. That's why there's uncle and auntie. They're taking care of other families. I'm like, wow, this is blessed.
Now, I ask you a question. Was that when you were younger?
When I was younger.
And that's because you were developing?
Yeah.
So once you got to a certain age of understanding, full understanding, you knew that they were mom and dad at the end of the day?
Yeah.
That's it. And
but I do call them uncle and auntie out of respect. Because you do this for me, but you do more as an uncle and an auntie as opposed to my dad. It's like I tell my mom, you're a pastor. I respect you more as a pastor than my mom because you're saving lives, not just one or three children.
Now that's so interesting, because I know pastor sons don't call their dad dad, they call their dad pastor. Because as a pastor, they do more. And that is, and people don't understand, that is the height of respect.
Yes, it's out of respect.
Because you understand that is their leading role.
Yeah.
They do more as a pastor than a dad. And as a pastor, it's more than just family, your own family. you're looking
The
over
world.
multiple families. And any individual who feels that that is disrespectful is not disrespectful.
It's not.
It's the height of respect. That's like, for example, now.
We said filters. Faster filter,
yeah,
one filter. Yeah.
That's it.
That filter.
Same thing with, I hear other people call my daddy that. I know now there's an interesting thing. Now this is a bit off topic. There's an interesting thing. I know some individuals who hate the fact that, and I'll even say that, but me, that's when I was young. Me, I'm older now, I understand. I know some individuals who used to call my dad dad. And I used to think, no, that's not your dad. But they've seen it in the perspective that my dad is doing so much for them
That they
that
can call him dad.
that they can call him dad. That in my eyes makes me so proud because my dad is doing so much.
He's doing so much for the world.
Exactly. I could personally, I was even thinking about it, it's going to be his birthday tomorrow. I was thinking, the message I'm going to write for him is going to be long because honestly, he's doing so much for me. And I feel like, because today I'm going to talk about men, I feel like they have so much that they're doing. People don't understand how much that they're doing. And it's crazy. It's like, if you sit back and reflect, I sit back and reflect now. My dad has done so much. There's literally not more I need to do.
Yeah.
Just complete my education and get started work. He's pushed me that far. I don't know for other people, but he's done so much for me that all he's asked me to do is go into education, finish it, get the job you want after it, or even do this thing that you hate for now. Because by the time you finish it and you start earning the good money in it, you can later on do what you